My name's Simon Price. I work for DWF Solicitors. Well, I've got a fantastic role at DWF, and this certainly isn't a typical day. I'll give you a good example. In the last 8 days, I've worked in our Edinburgh office, Leeds, Liverpool, Manchester, Preston and Newcastle. So I get around the country because my role is national. It's a great role because it gives me an opportunity to work with my colleagues and clients and look for ways in which we can enhance our service delivery to those clients. So my role is looking at things like innovation and added value. So I'm heavily involved with our education sector group, and one of our key clients is Liverpool John Moores. And we do a lot of work with Liverpool John Moores on the added value. For example, we've got one of your law lecturers from the university who's shadowing one of our senior solicitors. And the idea is we're looking for innovative ways to add value to that client. As you can imagine, we do have a lot of work placement students, but they're usually about 18 or 19. The challenge we had here was that the law lecturer is already a qualified solicitor. So we had to be innovative in the way that we looked after the lecturer during her time with DWF. So again, it gives me an opportunity to get around the offices. It gives me an opportunity to meet new clients and meet existing clients and hopefully provide excellent service for them. I think that DWF has encountered the same challenges as a lot of our clients have done so. So what we have a challenge of is maintaining a high performance environment where we can continue to deliver the same level of service to our clients through difficult times. That gives us an opportunity to invest in our people. And what we've done in the last few years is invest heavily in high-performance development programs for our solicitors that start right back down at paralegal level all the way up to partner level. So we've made a consistent investment over the years during the hard times to make sure that we come out of the recession a stronger business. DWF is a successful commercial law firm, and a lot of the deals and a lot of the work we do is complex. So therefore what we look for in our students is academic ability, and that's usually demonstrated by we need 2 A's and a B at A level and a 2-1 in your degree. What that really demonstrates is that when you are doing complex work as a lawyer, we know that you have the track record to do that. But what we're also looking for are the innovative skills that we've already talked about in terms of self-awareness, the ability to meet project deadlines, and the ability to understand that our clients are businesses and how we as a business interact with them. I was just speaking to a couple of my colleagues in the Liverpool office this morning, and they're both LJMU graduates. So we've got a long history of partnership with LJMU, not just in terms of working as a client, but also in taking their best graduates and helping them develop to become partners in our Liverpool office. I personally have got a long history with LJMU over a number of years, and I'm extremely grateful to the graduate recruitment teams for inviting me in on a regular basis to do a lot of talks. I'm extremely excited about doing the Modern Lawyer Talk in the Redmond building, which is obviously being unveiled for this term. It's a great opportunity for people to find out what it takes to be a solicitor in a successful law firm, and hopefully see a different side to the law. Students should be the best version of themselves that they can be. There isn't a magic formula to get a training contract at DWF or any other firm. What I say to students is find out what you're best at. Understand how you interact with people. Are you really good at project management? Are you really good at interacting with other people? Are you really good academically? And make the most of those skills. So what we want when people come to DWF is to be the best version of themselves, because it's an opportunity to showcase their skills and match them with our ambition. One of the key elements to get across to any prospective candidate for DWF is that DWF is a meritocracy. And the best example I can give of that is that the current managing partner, Andrew Leland, was appointed the managing partner at 36. So the ethos at DWF is that if you're good enough and you make a big enough contribution, you can be successful whatever age. So that's a real inspiration to the junior lawyers, because they can see someone that they can aspire to be like. So it isn't beyond the realms of possibility that a new graduate comes in the next 2 to 3 years, and in 10 to 15 years' time is the managing partner of a £120 million business. The more you understand yourself, the more of you can come out at an interview, because after all, when you're being interviewed by somebody, it's important that your true self comes across. The thing that annoys me the most is people who come to interviews and aren't prepared. I think preparation is easy to do. Something that's a little bit old-fashioned that might throw people is the importance of good manners. So it's about showing respect for people when you come into the office. It's being friendly to the receptionist. It's being friendly to the front of house staff. It's being friendly to the interviewers. Because after all, as an interviewer, you're giving up your time. And it's about showing that respect and those manners. The reason why I stress the importance of manners is because when I take trainees and other colleagues to clients, it's about people. So the importance of being able to get on with people is vital. Every year I interview trainees, and when we talk as colleagues after the interviews, one of the things that is strikingly deficient is that people forget to ask questions. And I know people are nervous, but it really shows an interest in the firm if you go to the trouble of asking a really good question. And what you'll find is that a lot of interviewers do score on the ability to ask questions and show a commerciality, understand that the business of law is a business these days, and it isn't just a legal services provision. What we're looking for within the law is for students to be innovative. It's for them to do different things. We know that they're going to come through university and know the law, but what we're looking for are people that can form part of our business and develop new opportunities, get on with new clients, but also show a willingness to work in a commercial law firm. When people come to our offices for interviews, what we want to see is that they really want to work for DWF. Just in the same way that if I want to work for a new client, that client has got to believe that I really want to work with them. And so it's the importance of doing your research, it's the importance of standing out, and it's the importance of doing something different. And we talked about earlier about the importance of understanding yourself and this idea of self-awareness. If you're really, really interested in a particular industry or sector, research that even more. So if you've got a real interest in retail, and we've got a retail sector group at DWF, talk about that, because it'll come across as passionate. And what we want is we want our new generation of partners to be passionate, because when we recruit people at trainee level, they're going to be the partners in the next 10 years. So what we want to see is the passion for the business, the passion for the law, but the passion to succeed as well. What Entering the World of Work programme does is it demonstrates that the students are prepared to get up and go and do something different. And that's what we want. It's almost an entrepreneurial side, because I appreciate that when you're a full-time student, there's lots of competing interests, and sometimes thinking about developing my self-awareness as a 19-year-old is the last thing on my mind when I want to go out on a Friday. But the earlier you start these skills, when you come to the interview, you'll already be demonstrating skills that we as a business value. Because if you get a job at DWF and you are successful, you'll go on our talent development program. And that's an award-winning development program for our high performers. And linked into that are things like self-awareness, people skills, the ability to lead. So the earlier you start, stands you in good stead for when it really matters. I think for me, on a personal note, I'm a huge advocate of the World of Work programme. For me, what it demonstrates, and the students that I've seen during the interviews, is that they've got a real self-awareness of who they are. And that's incredibly important, because I'm a huge believer that the law is a people business. And the more awareness we can have as individuals, and the more we can understand how we interact with the world, the better we can make those relationships. That will enhance my role as a solicitor, it will enhance my role as working with clients, it will enhance my role as working with my colleagues, because I appreciate that everybody's got their own individual strengths. This is the foundation for me that all graduates should have. It should be an opportunity to start building those skills so that when they enter the world of work, they can already have a launch platform to continue the learning. I'm personally a huge advocate of personal development, and your learning should never ever stop. But what it's demonstrating by completing the World of Work certificate is you've gone outside the normal lectures. It's easy to turn up to lectures that are already on and as part of your curriculum. It's harder to make the effort, and the people that do make the effort stand out.